You remember this?
If you think this is healthier than this, you would be wrong.
Well, after I talked about it last time, I brought up Troy, where we left off.
Walking around not having fat, it feels like constant needles are poking through the bottom of your shoe.
He had lipodystrophy. Basically, he can't store body fat, and a bunch of you asked me for the rest of the story, which I'm not surprised because it really is fascinating. So, one of the problems with having essentially no body fat is your brain basically thinks you are starving to death, so your appetite.
I would go through 2 or 3 loaves of bread in one day, making 10 sandwiches at a time. So I would keep eating and eating and eating until it would hurt. And if I didn't get that food, I would get really upset and really angry. I would rip doors off their hinges.
Now here's the thing, all the food that Troy's eating, all the calories, fat, all that has to go somewhere, right? It can't just disappear into thin air, and he can't store body fat, so...
With no fat tissue, excess calories collected in his liver, enlarging and inflaming it.
And when it got to that point of the doctor saying there's nothing else we could do for you, Troy turned to the doctor and said, so how and when am I going to die?
So they do find a treatment that at least helps him, because the video goes on to talk about leptin, which is a hormone produced primarily in our fat cells, and it basically sends a signal to our brain saying, hey, our fat cells are full, you can kind of go ahead and curb the whole appetite thing. And since Troy has basically no body fat, he wasn't really producing any leptin, so they found when they injected him with the hormone, it at least took away the ravenous hunger. So he still can't store body fat, but at least he doesn't feel like he's starving to death all the time. Also, fun fact, leptin actually comes from the Greek word leptos, meaning thin. I understand why people have a negative view towards body fat, but too much or too little of anything is a problem. So how about instead everything in moderation? Okay, bye.